Once upon a time, there was an unjust king who had a magician who served him. When the magician grew older, he asked the king to bring him a boy to teach him magic. The king agreed. The boy started going to the magician to learn magic. On the way, he passed by a man who taught him about faith. The boy started thinking about what he heard from both the magician and the faithful man, and he became confused. One day, a large animal stood in the road, preventing people from crossing. The boy decided to confront this animal to find out who was better, the magician or the faithful man. The boy took a stone and said, "O Lord, if the words of the faithful man please you and the words of the magician anger you, then let the stone kill this animal." Then he threw the stone, and it actually hit the animal, and it died. The boy knew that the words of the faithful man were the truth, so he continued to learn from him and believed in God Almighty. God Almighty gave the boy the ability to heal people from diseases by God's permission. A sick person would come to him, and the boy would pray to God Almighty to heal him, and he was healed. One of the king's friends was blind, and when he heard about this boy, he went to him to heal his blindness. The boy said to him, "God is the one who heals the sick, so if you believe in God, I will pray to God for you, and you will be healed." Indeed, the man believed in God and was healed from blindness. When the man returned to sit with his friend the king, he asked him how he regained his sight. He told him that God had healed him. The king became angry and said, "Do you worship anyone other than me?" The man replied, "God is my Lord and your Lord." The king became furious and began to torture the man until he discovered where the boy was and brought him to the palace. The king ordered the boy to abandon his religion and return to worshiping the king, but he refused. So he asked his soldiers to take him to the top of the mountain and throw him down from there. The soldiers took him, and the boy prayed to God to save him from them. The mountain shook and the soldiers died, but the boy survived and returned to the king again. The king tried to kill the boy more than once in different ways, but each time the boy prayed to God to save him, so the soldiers died and he returned safely. The boy wanted to prove to the king the power of God Almighty and make the people believe in God, so he said, "You will not be able to kill me except in one way. Gather all the people in one place and hang me on a tree trunk in front of them. Take an arrow from me and then say in a loud voice, 'In the name of God, the Lord of the boy,' then shoot it at me." The king did that, and the boy died. The people realized the power of God Almighty, and they all started shouting at the top of their voices, "We believe in God, the Lord of the boy." All the people believed when they saw what happened and knew that God, who gave the boy strength, is their Lord. The king threatened the people that he would kill them if they did not abandon the worship of God. When they insisted on their position, the king ordered a trench to be dug and a fire to be set in it, and everyone who insisted on believing in God Almighty to be thrown into it.